out of these, which is a good thing. Oh, okay. Prideful Goat. So, I'm Daniel Whittington. I'm a Chancellor at Wizard Academy and Whiskey Marketing School. This is Gifted Drams, which is where we review something someone specifically sent in hoping that we would talk about it. And we are. So this is from a guy that I know in the industry through the industry. His name is Randall Sullivan. He sent me these. And I was literally waiting to open them until I could do it on camera. Guys, he sent me these like 3 months ago, and we're just now getting to it. And I was texting him last week about a whole different thing, and he was kind enough to chat with me about some questions that I had. So we're going to try both of these. This is the straight rye and the unfiltered cask strength rye. Wait, they're both... Wait, what? One has an 8-year age statement, and one is finished in rum barrels. Okay, that's helpful. Okay, he probably wrote notes about this. I'm going to look it up. Maybe. But as far as I can tell, they're both cask strength ryes. One is an 8-year age statement, and one has finished in rum barrels. Distilled, these are both MGP, it looks like. Because the mash bill... 95.5, yeah. And this one also says this. So these are both MGP. Okay. Okay, so I've heard a lot about these. I have only tried a few, and I've not gotten to try these. Randall has a great YouTube channel of his own. I'll bring it up and put it up. Okay, all right. Randall has a YouTube channel called Bourbon Real Talk. He does it with his wife, and it's great. I'll put the link down below. But he's also working on creating things, which is even cooler. I love when people get off the sidelines of trying things and talking about them and into the mix of making cool shit. I do know that this was done in partnership with Gulf Coast, which is now Giant Texas Distillery. And that was sort of who they used for DSP and bottling and releasing. But this looks like it's MGP barrels. I also know that Giant Texas, or what used to be Gulf Coast, is making 95.5, the same mash bill that MGP was making. I'm going to pour both of these and just sort of let them open up a little bit. And then I'm going to look up and see if Randall gave me any notes. I could always call him right now. That'd be ridiculous. That would be almost unfair to catch him that off guard. I don't have any notes. I'm going to check my email real quick, but not record it for you. Hang on a second while I let this sort of open up. Okay, so I'm going to try these things, and then I'm going to go online and see what other people have said about them. And then if I can't find anything interesting, I'm just going to call Randall real quick. So I'm going to start with the 8-year-old age statement and see what happens. And it is, smells solid, smells like a good rye. Smells like the classic MGP rye. But it's nice, it's not thin. The eucalyptus is a little tamped down. It's a little more peppermint, honey, and apricot, and baking spice, and cinnamon. It's a little dry in the nose. Oh, yeah. The eucalyptus and that licorice is the wrong word, but this sort of like, there's a direction that licorice sweetness goes, and this is the direction that the sweetness of this goes. I wouldn't go so far as to call it licorice, but it's in that family. Yeah, it's nice. Simple, really good, no problems. It's at 61% alcohol. I'm going to add some water to that one. Okay, so here's my thing about rum, and I'm going to say that first because I need you to add context to my interaction. I have liked rum. I've been poured rum by people who really like rum, who really know their shit with rum, like Richard Amiro, and I'm not a big fan. There's a sort of brittle, in my brain, what my brain interprets as a brittle, cracked, metallic sweetness to rum that is not softened by the grain notes that I really love. And it always throws me. It makes it feel sharp and pointy and not soft and approachable. And so anytime I've ever had a rum finished product, it always takes something that's like really nice and rounded and sort of, to me, like adds this shiny, brittle veneer of sweetness to things. And that's not my preference. So I'm curious as to what it does with this one. Because this is, if I'm not mistaken, also Angel's Envy does, which is a rye, Kentucky rye finished in rum casks. That's the Angel's Envy rye. I think it is. Huh. This is very different. Very different. All of the baking spices are tamped down. And there's this rounded rum nose that's like really strong. Oh man, there's a almost coconut cream sweet nose to it. It's softer, it's less herbal, it's less spice. I actually prefer the nose on this one quite a bit. No. I like it better. I would never in a million years have predicted that. So this classic, coming back, by the way, with a little bit of water added, it opens up this Pier 1, like, what do you call it? The potpourri baskets sort of nose. Oh, palate gets bitey, punchy. Woo! Drama. Okay. Something about the rum in this one adds a softness to it. And I know it's ridiculous and probably psychosomatic, but there's like a coconut cream, like the difference between a Thai curry with coconut cream in it and like Indian curries, right? There's this soft sweetness that gets layered in. I really like this one a lot, and I would never have predicted that. But this rum cask finish, it softens all the botanicals into really approachable sweet notes. I added a little water. I'm gonna let it sit. I'm gonna do some Googling. Okay, so this is Randall Sullivan's website, Bourbon Real Talk, YouTube channel, Bourbon Real Talk. Oh, some interesting videos in there. I like that. Okay, but I'm gonna look up Prideful and spell it correctly. Prideful Goat Rum Cask Rye. See what happens. Well, there's seal box, so you can buy it online. Okay. Let's look at what the Barrel Tap has to say. Oh, I thought that was a review site, but it's just a purchasing site. Let's go back. I'm looking for someone else's review. No. Well, you can buy this everywhere, including Total Wine. Okay. We'll just look at Sealbox. What did Sealbox say? No. Really? I always just enter random numbers in these. Birthday. This is bullshit. I'm not clicking on that. Like, anytime a website says willingly, voluntarily enter your age and then we'll let you in, is one of the most bullshit internet things that exists on the planet. It lets people check off boxes and never accomplishes anything. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Not finding anything outside of, once again, Barrel Tap. Okay. I guess I will look at it. 6 year. Yeah, okay. That's not helpful. Go watch Randall's channel. I'm sure he talks about it because it's his whiskey. But now that we've waited for a little bit of water, the nose is, I know that this one I said was potpourri, but this one's dried rose petals, cinnamon spice, sweetness, honey. Very floral, rose garden. Palate, still bitey, still character. This, with a dash of water, is awesome. I like MGP rye. It's not my preferred rye, but it's like, it's a good solid rye. What he did to it, aging it in Texas and putting it in rum casks, doubled how much I like it. easily doubled how much I like it. This is a great rye. And yeah, well done. I wish I could see more of his journey, and it's probably just that I've not been following along. I'm sure on his channel he's been showing you his journey, but I really love that. I love the choices, and that was great. This one's good, just solid, reasonable, no real problems, fine. This one, really great, totally enjoy it. And hopefully that's helpful. I'm really glad you're here. Cheers. So, hey, like and subscribe, guys. That's evidently a thing that people are supposed to say. So, like, over here, there's things you can click on, watch old videos, subscribe. Go team.